Welcome back to another video. It's been quite some time. It's been not quite 3 months, I believe, since I was actively doing anything on this channel. I did post some things over the summer. Speaking of my summer, I enjoyed my time at Black Rock Retreat. For any of you of my coworkers that are watching this right now, thank you so much for making my summer one of the best summers of my life. For those of you that weren't there with me, let me just give you a quick little snippet into what my summer was like.
Are you videoing me taking your picture?
Yes!
Here we go!
Oh, he got me. He got me. Tap out. I can't. Alright, you ready for round two? You ain't ready for this. You ain't want none.
So yeah, I wrestled a gorilla. I mean, that was pretty cool. In other news, besides things that I learned from that and different opportunities that'll now grow from my summer as a videographer at Black Rock, I got a new camera, which is why this picture looks so good right now. So it is the Lumix G7. You saw the unboxing earlier in this video, and it does 4K, it does 1080p at 60 frames per second. It has really nice picture profile for me to be able to edit and post. So this right now, what you're watching is I color graded all of this, but here I'll give like a quick, this is what it looks like ungraded. It's kind of like gray and milky, but it allows me to bring back a lot of colors and lights, different highlights and shadows in different areas of the picture and of the frame. Little background, it's got a 16 megapixel sensor, it's micro four thirds. I have a second lens that I got, which you're looking at me right now on. The initial lens that I have is just a like a 14 to 42 zoom lens, the kit lens, but I also got a 25 millimeter f1.7 lens to go with it. So it's a 50 millimeter equivalent of what it would be on if it were a full frame sensor. It has a screen that flips and tilts out and whatnot, and also there's HDMI on the side of it, so if I want to do HDMI out I could, and also like some remotes and digital outputs and whatnot. One of the things that I'm enjoying about this is that I can actually do external audio now. So there's an audio jack on the one side, which I then hooked up my Zoom H1 to. So I also got a nice audio recorder, which is why this sound probably sounds better than a lot of previous videos, because I'm actually using, it's right up there, right there is where the audio is. Usually it would be, if I were to be vlogging, it would be on top of the camera. So I have like a setup, and then I just connect the audio from the camera directly to the Zoom H1, and it allows me to do audio out directly into the camera body, which doesn't sound quite as nice, but it's a whole lot easier in post for something not as serious as vlogging. I could be able to, just quickly have a nicer audio than what it would be than the in-camera sound. Another thing that I made a change to, and I don't know why they do this, but so there are these little loops on the side of the camera, and Sony does this as well, and I don't know why, because what happens is the loops are for like your neck strap, right? So if you're a photographer, I totally understand this, but Sony and Panasonic know that they know that their cameras are used primarily for video, especially the A7S II and the GH5, GH4, and they still include these things. Well, if you shake them, listen to this. If you shake them, and like in the video, the in-body microphone is going to pick that up. Any audio attachment that you have outside of your camera is going to pick that up. I don't know why they put that in, so I removed that. There is also optical image stabilization, so I'll be able to have nice stabilized video through this. So every shot that you're seeing of this camera was shot with my phone, because it's the only other thing that I have that shoots 4K. But this shot right now is shot on the f1.7 lens at 30 frames per second in 4K. So it should look really nice. The image should be really crisp. Hopefully when it uploads to YouTube, it won't get compressed too much, although it is 100 megabits per second, so that shouldn't be too big of an issue. So I'm making a short story to kind of show off the different features that the camera can do, and also things that I learned through using Adobe Premiere and After Effects and whatnot. So stay tuned for that. That should be coming. And as for now, thank you guys for sticking with me through the summer. It was an awesome summer. I'll catch you next time.